Look at this. Look at this. This bit right here. Right here.
Off goes the chair.
Ooh, this guy's been fired from his last 3 jobs because he can't control himself.
I don't know. He seems okay now. Maybe he's different.
I coach the 11-year-olds better than your players.
Really shouldn't be doing that.
Sure.
I mean, look at this place. You've got a keyboard, a mouse, and no screen. None of this makes any sense. You don't even have a full squad of players out there. No wonder you're the worst team in the world.
Sarongan, you have made your point, and now let me make mine. Now, we here at FAS are honored that you are here. We want to improve, we want to learn from you, but we will not deny who we are just to win. These are our customs, these are our ways.
Your ways are You're failing. It's torture coaching this team.
That is a clip from Next Goal Wins. I'm very delighted to say we've been joined by its writer and director, Taika Waititi. Hello, Taika.
Hello.
Also, Jaya Salua, member of the American Samoa football team that Next Goal Wins is about. First openly non-binary trans woman to compete in a FIFA World Cup qualifier. Hello, Jaya. How are you?
Hello, everyone.
I'm Simon. This is Mark. I've seen the movie. Mark has seen the documentary on which this is based. So between us, we've covered all the bases.
Tag team.
That's right. Taika, introduce us to your movie, please. Introduce us to Next Goal Wins.
So I'm Taika Waititi, and I'm the filmmaker behind Next Goal Wins, which is tells the true tale of the American Samoan football team who famously lost one of the biggest losses, in fact, the biggest international loss in history, 31-0 against Australia in 2001. And this movie follows the story of how they turned themselves around, got a new coach in, and moved from the bottom of the FIFA rankings. And they picked themselves up and went on to some success.
And did you know, because I mentioned there's a documentary which has the same title. When you saw that documentary, Taika, did you know straight away that this was a movie for you?
Yes, I saw the documentary and I thought it was fantastic. And I thought what the world needs is for me to take that documentary and change lots of facts and make it more entertaining and put jokes in it and add weird characters like a priest.
So Jaya, explain where you fit in with this story.
The documentary was different in the sense that I was one story of many different stories in the documentary that basically made the storyline something special. But what's pretty rewarding and fulfilling for me personally is that Taika made Jaya's character one of the lead female roles in the movie. And not only is that special to the trans community to see a lead trans female in a Hollywood feature film, it's also special to the Fa'afafine community who are specific to Samoa, but also to the region, the Pacific region, and a lot of indigenous cultures around the world to see all the wonderful things about our culture that is inclusive and that has a special role and place for people like myself.
Can you just explain a little bit more about that particular section of American Samoan culture, which you said Fa'afafine? Can you just explain a little bit how your approach differs to the rest of the world?
The literal translation of the word is in the manner of a woman. And so culturally, we understand and realize that our existence is closely associated with the fact that we are assigned the male gender at birth, and we embrace that. It's a part of who we are. And also the Fa'afafine identity has a place in society in the sense that our binary system, our gender binary system is inclusive of, it's not just 2 genders in Samoa. It's Tine, Tama, and Fa'afafine and Fa'atama. There's basically 4. And the word Fa'afafine, which I am, is an umbrella term of its own, which is anybody who was assigned the male gender at birth and expresses otherwise.
Jaya, can I ask you, what I know about football would not fill the back of a postage stamp. Simon is a huge football fan, but I have never in my life seen a football match. I punched the air at the end of the documentary that you're such a big part of. And I thought it was the first time I'd actually seen a football film that made me care about whether or not the ball goes in the back of the net. And you must have had this response from many people. The triumph of it is that you don't have to love football to love that documentary. Has that carried through into the feature that Taika has made?
Definitely. I think people are, all the audiences that I've been in, sharing the experience watching the film, everyone has had the same reaction to that they had if they've seen the documentary. That's the beauty of the movie. It just appeals to so many different demographics. You don't necessarily have to be a football fan to enjoy the storyline that is ours. But also Taika's creativity helped to make it a lot more interesting.
Hello, esteemed podcast listeners. Simon Mayo.
And Mark Kermode here.
Very excited to let you know that the new season of The Crown and The Crown, the official podcast, to accompany the 6th and final season of Netflix epic royal drama series.
This is very exciting, particularly because super sub and friend of the show Edith Bowman is hosting this one.
Indeed, Edith will take you behind the scenes, dive into conversation with the talented cast and crew, from writer and creator Peter Morgan to The Crown's Queen Elizabeth, Imelda Staunton.
Other guests on the new series include The Crown's research team, the directors, executive producer Suzanne Mackey, and specialists such as voice coach William Conacher and props master Owen Harrison. Cast members including Jonathan Pryce, Salim Dor, Khalid Abdallah, Dominic West, and Elizabeth Debicki.
You can also catch up with the story so far by searching The Crown, the official podcast, wherever you get your podcasts.
Subscribe now and get the new series of The Crown, the official podcast.
Available wherever you get your podcasts.
As he's just said.
I have said it a couple of times.
Mentioned it before.